Another essential trip. I'm sorry, I know some people thought that my last video was actually deleted by YouTube. I made a boo-boo and I deleted it by mistake. I didn't want to repost it because some people have seen it and all the comments would have gone because I deleted the video by mistake. In any case, I'm on another essential travel trip here in Sydney, and what I was saying yesterday still stands. I spoke to my friend in London, and he's been fully vaccinated, got 2 shots, and he's still. I asked him, so what's the difference between yourself and people who haven't had a shot? And he said not very much, it seems, because if he was to come back to Australia, which he wants to, he still needs to quarantine for 10 or 15 days, and he, even if he tests negative when he leaves and when he lands in, say, Sydney, he still has to quarantine even if he again tests negative. So that all really does make sense, but we know many things don't make sense. I know in the last video I mentioned something to the effect of we can't win. I suppose we can. There was one comment, very good comment. We can win, but it takes each one of us to realize what's going on and to maybe do a little research. Maybe I'll share some of the knowledge that I found along the way, as far as what most people call common law. It's not just the common law, it's more of a commerce law and equity law, which is interlined, in any case, intertwined. But it boils down to the same thing where I'll talk about that in the next video. In any case, it is true that no matter what we realize, what we know, and how we want to protect ourselves, it's very hard because they have the guns, right? They have the police, they have the military, and they create the laws. Actually, they don't create the laws. They see that's the whole point of things. They create acts, statutes. That's why a lot of these they don't call laws. They call the Traffic Authority Act, or why they're acts. I mean, we know what an act is. An actor is someone who is pretending to be someone else. So act is probably a law that is pretending to be a law, or a set of rules that is pretending to be it, and we have to comply to it. I think they've realized that we are good little sheeple, that we are not going to break these acts that they've got in New South Wales, for example. I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't see police anyway. I don't know what the mainstream media is reporting, but I don't think anyone's getting booked for doing non-essential travel and that sort of stuff. Another non-essential thing that is again not allowed under this new act is, for example, visiting your family, unless they're sick, right? So they don't want you to mix with people that you like and love. They don't want you to travel, because they, as I mentioned in the last video that I deleted by mistake, the travel is to be banned. And if they told you that if you didn't travel, you'd save the planet in the next 20-30 years, you wouldn't drown under the rising sea levels, that wouldn't work. But if they told you that you can die from a very infectious virus and a new version of it every day, that you could die today or tomorrow, then you're more likely to comply, because just in case they are right, you will comply. Not to mention that you don't want to get booked or be in some sort of situation you don't want to be in, where you get pulled over and they ask you where you're going, and it's not all pleasant. Not all of us are lawyers, including yours truly, but these set of rules that you can't implement, that I said I would share in some of the future videos, can help you. It seems like every time you're pulled over, you asked by authority to do certain things, it's voluntary, but it seems like you have to have a lawyer with you at all times, or you can become one, and do your best. I'm not saying that these things that I again am going to share will get you out of every trouble and you're never going to have to pay the speeding fine again and that sort of stuff. It's not true, but it can help you understand it, and it can help you potentially fend off some of the authorities that seem to think they have rule over you no matter what, because don't forget, there is no such thing as victimless crime. So if they tell you you've committed a crime but no one else got hurt in the process of it, you didn't steal or in danger, or even not in danger but didn't hurt anyone or didn't steal from anyone or any entity, that can't really be a crime. But again, that's another subject. Oh, by the way, also property wise, I read this report that said that we've reached the peak. I don't know, take it for what it's worth. I don't know, I've been wrong for 10-15 years, and which is part of the reason why I didn't post any videos for a little while. I see you have all these channels that will be wrong, and all these very public personalities, economists, and you probably know who I'm talking about. Think about their track record. They may be bringing you data that shows that, and depends how you read that data, that say property needs to go down and back, and that it's overvalued, and that it will. But 5 years later, they're still saying the same thing. The property didn't go back, and I would like them to acknowledge that they were wrong, at least in their assessment, or something was wrong in their calculation. Yes, the property is overvalued. That's all true, but it hasn't gone down. But having said that, I read the report that it's reached the peak in this second quarter of 2021. So it's kind of good news for people who are looking to buy. So it looks like there's no rush. I think we've had that blow off top where madness ensued, where people were just paying over the asking price, and anything went as if the money's free. But yeah, so with that, I hope I added enough value. I hope, and I will try not to delete this video by mistake. I appreciate you watching, and I read all your comments. They're really valuable. I think most of you should have a channel of your own and share your thoughts. It's a waste not to, because you are a treasure of knowledge, actually, all of you, at least the ones that are regular commenters. I like it. Please do. I learn a lot. And with that, take care. Bye.